Good morning, welcome to Beast Pat Paints. I'm Pat, and I'm daring to model in a white shirt. So we're going to be painting, well, might not even get around a whole lot of painting today. That's kind of been the way things have gone since we decided to go with Dark Angels, which requires like a lot of customization from what we're doing. So, we've been doing a lot of like hobby. But you guys picked it, and that's where we are. So we are the First Legion. For those of you who don't know that, Dark Angels are the First Legion. Morning. Okay, Speed and Custom. If you guys like cars and stuff, you should totally check out Charlie's channel. Really neat thing. He's got some cool videos. Because out here in Oklahoma, we have all these great roads where you can just go cruise with cars and film it and stuff. It's awesome. Anyway, those guys, they're all up to cool stuff. So go check out OK Speed and Custom. If you like cars, you're gonna love their channel. Anyway, what was I doing? I was straightening that up. Let's get me shrunk down here and turn on the music and all that. They got a new video coming out at 11 a.m. today, so definitely go check those guys out. It'll be awesome. It's always cool stuff. There's Sir McBeardsly. Good morning, my friend. All right, so I got this done and primed. The other side actually turned out better than the first side, which that's actually kind of typical. Well, I don't know. Some parts are better, some parts are not, but that's okay. It's pretty symmetrical. It looks pretty legit. I'm not fussing too much more about it. I'm just gonna let this go. We're gonna move on to some other things. We want to add maybe a few more of these badges, and then that will be done. I think I'm gonna put one like he's got one on this leg. I may do it like a cluster here. Maybe add one or two more here, and then we're gonna freehand some painting there. Maybe we can put a badge up here too. Really give him some pageantry. So everything in here looks pretty good. So that's I went ahead and got this primed up yesterday, so we can go ahead and paint this down. But our little connectors look great. I did a little bit of filing here to make them look right for business there. So we're gonna mix up a little milliput, and we're gonna get back to sculpting some stuff. I'm still trying to decide what I'm gonna do about this Terminator. So like with the Dark Angels, this helmet is wrong. This needs to be like a hood. But that's going to be really hard to do. So I'm trying to figure out if I could just do a hood inside of all of this, and then maybe do a loincloth kind of thing right here, and then we can leave everything else in there. We might have to cut out some of these cables, but we could probably get the part of the hood to come out here and look pretty okay. And then we want to try and put these guys on, which I want to see if we can get that to drill out, and maybe we'll put a post in that. Anyway, lots of work still to go to get these guys set up for painting, which is why I changed our thumbnails. Now it says a little something different. It no longer just says painting; it says hobbying and painting. I don't know, sculpting and painting. I can't remember what I put on there. Anyway, always trying to change up my thumbnails, see what works better and what doesn't. Kind of improve it as we go. Oh, my week's it could be better. I was vacuuming out the car last week, and I had one of those coughing attacks, and I ended up backing into this pole, and now it's going to cost me a lot of money. I should have had full coverage. Anyway, what are you going to do, right? No, I don't. I tested by just watching actually how it goes. I know what has worked in the past, and I know what works better as I update it and change it. And like I watch the actual performance. I'll run like a style for a couple of weeks and see what it does over like a couple of weeks, and then I'll start changing it back to where if that didn't work, then I'll go back another way. Start out with like some AI stuff and things like that were kind of fun, but that wasn't really hitting it. And then once I started I tried my face. That didn't really do it. You know, try my face with the models. That kind of did it a little bit, but like showing the modelscape with just like a live seems to work best. And now I'm working on getting the live to look right. Yeah, you're way more advanced than I am. I definitely don't get that far into it. Unfortunately, I probably should. Probably help me out a lot. With all these children, though, it gets really hard to find the time to get anything of any real significance done. Okay, so to make these, goodness sakes. Let me see. It's not too thick. Maybe not. Alright, so it's a pretty big purity seal. Maybe a little smaller than that. Really tiny. It's better if you can find something that's the perfect. That's it right there. That's the one. Okay. Easy, just kind of push it out from there, and then you're gonna just kind of dent in a few sides to make it look like the wax seal, and then we'll start sculpting the skull part from the inside. I really am gonna have to get those dang glasses. It's getting harder and harder to see these days. This used to be a whole lot easier. Kind of keep pulling it back in if you need to, because it might get a little too far out. We've got to get enough material back into that middle section to make the skull. I'm definitely going to have to look into that. start testing them out when I come up with some other ideas. I don't know. All right, man. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate you. I definitely gotta take a look at that. Maybe our thumbnails can get better and we can phone a few more people. That'd be neat. Alright, so you can't see it, but let's see if I can get this thing to zoom in on it. Really hard to see, but I did get a skull in there. It's got a skull. Next part is getting the ribbon parts done. Which is a little bit more straightforward. It's like somebody slammed the door outside my house. That's weird. Nobody there. It certainly didn't sound like it. These things usually have two pieces of tape coming off, ribbon coming off. That ribbon is something that they write. Oh, they write oaths of moment and things like that on there. It's like how they badge of honor kind of thing. And some of them are pure. Some of them are actually like mildly psychically in tuned, so that they're a little bit more like wards against demons and such. And they're pretty easy to make if you just kind of follow some simple rules. There's always two of them. You always want the top to be smaller than the bottom because they come to deal and want to flare them out. Make sure it looks like they're underneath the wax part of the seal itself. And you'll get a purity seal. Oh, it almost grabbed it way down here, didn't it? Bring it up slow. Bring it up. I lost it. It's so wild. Anyway, it looks great. And you can put a cluster of these things on in different places if you want. Here's all, you can do all sorts of stuff with these things. They're really cool. I mean, that's so weird. You could this seems wrong. It seems like you should fill this in, but it also seems like it should be two pieces, because otherwise, like, how do they get it on there? And how do they repair it? I don't know. That just seems like a weird place. I'm gonna have to look at that on some other things and see what we can find. What a pain. Let me do another one right here. Stick that time. First things first, we're just gonna kind of I don't know yet. We got a lot of different things. Since it's such a big vehicle, we can do a lot of stuff here. Although prayer flags are a little bit more for like Templars and Sororitas, the ones that really get heavy into the Imperial cult. But, you know, they could definitely fly. Dark Angels would definitely. Alright, here's the general shape of the skull. Make our 2 dots. If I can do that without messing this up. Mine, but I can set that. Alright, let's try it. Sides, that one's even better. Okay. That's right. Then we squeeze this in, and then we'll make the little parts to the sides. Yeah, that was how we did it, I think, last time. It's been a while since I've done it. Hey, it's Bill. Appreciate you, brother. Check out this, I sculpted this yesterday. They chose Dark Angels for the Dreadnaught and the stuff, so I've been working on getting, this was all a giant hole. I had to fill it in with circuit board and wires. Yeah, whatever. And then we did a little bit of work on this guy here, and a shield, and change that to Deathwing. If you're familiar with Warhammer, you kind of know a little bit about 40k. You know a little bit about all that. For those of you who don't know Bill runs a really cool role-playing channel. He does some live streams of some of his games, and then they've got some supplements, and I think it's system, right, Bill? Are you working on a system? Or am I misthinking? I don't know. I've had a lot going on, so I kind of get caught up in weirdness lately, and I keep forgetting what all people are doing. But I try to keep track. Yeah, definitely go check out Bill if you're into role-playing stuff. Check out Bill's channel. He's got some cool stuff. A whole lot less scripted than some of the other shows. Which is the way role-playing really works. Some of those other ones seem like they're scripted. Players kind of know what's going to happen, so they know what to say. I may be reading too much into it, but it feels that way sometimes. And I'll tell you what, man, I am definitely now a believer of the silicone sculpting tools. I was a wood guy for years and years and years, but this is definitely the way to go. Do a prayer flag, we might put that on the chaplain. pieces of like paper because they write on these. Like I said, oaths of moment. And sometimes they're the prayer scrolls that are keeping them from being possessed by demons or whatever, getting corrupted. So it's like a ticker tape almost. Trying to get a little separation on this guy between the two of them. Also got to consider a little bit of your movement. Which way is he moving? How is he moving? Fold there in the middle. Just a few extra details really are going to help make this thing really pop up. So eyes are interesting. A lot of the times what I will use is a pinhead, or, and this may sound weird, but if you can get a cat whisker, the far end of the cat, or the end that's closest to their face, is almost perfect for like picking up paint and like dropping it on there. Another way you can do it, and I've seen this technique used, is where they will paint the eye, the dark part first, and then they'll let it dry, and then they'll put like the whites around it so that they can keep the eyeball in a certain space. So instead of like trying to dot the eye, they're actually working to the dot instead. That's a way to do it. And when you're talking about so when you're talking about like an eye that's as small as this one here on Nobuga here, actually no, this is Hideyoshi. It's Hideyoshi anyway, but his eyes are so small, or even like with this guy, his eyes are so dang small that you really are talking about just like a head or a pin, or even like I said, just coming into where the eye is supposed to be, instead of like trying to paint it all white and then drop a dot on it. Those are some options, and of course everybody's going to have a way that it kind of works better for them. And you know, that's how it goes. Everybody's got things that work better. Get any of that excess off there. That's probably from my thumb from where I was mixing it. Absolutely, brother. Yeah, that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for, exactly. I love it. Man, I'll tell you what, this base, I really want to bring him up like we did this Screamer Killer, and have him standing on another part of maybe the road. We can make this out to be part of the road. And then I want to finish this pipe that's right here up and have it running out. There's a miniature contest at one of the local game stores. And if we can get this guy done in time, I think I might want to enter him. He's really cool. Anywho, yeah. Okay, so this one's got plenty of flags. We've got flags everywhere. All these things. Let's see. Are we done? Are we done with the Dreadnaught? Are we happy? Are we happy? Or do we need another? Or do we need some more fire flags? Not fire flags. We do need a fire flag. I don't think we need big banners. Got these, let's see, purity seals. Okay. I'm going to call it. That's enough modifications on that guy. The rest of it we can do in freehand. We're going to freehand what's up on the side. We'll do it with painting. Okay, so let's talk about this guy. I really do feel like we need to put a hood in here. I really like the idea of putting some sort of a cloth on that. Because I don't want to cut that helmet out. That's not gonna be what we want to do. Okay. 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 Very, very carefully remove this. If you're going to be doing any kind of work like this, you've got to be seriously careful. You have a really good chance of cutting right through the top of the hood, or this thing here, which is definitely not what we want to do. But what we do want to do is carve this guy and get a little bit of the material off of this guy's head, so that we've got room to add this hood. I'm just taking my time, slowly taking little bits out, nibbling away at it. I'm going to try to leave his face in here. He's got one of those weird chin strap like things. Try to pull that out. Have to, we'll sculpt. Ooh, gotta watch that hammer. That thing where the axe is pretty fragile. And the unfortunate side with a lot of these models that are coming out from GW nowadays is they're not really built to do this as much. A lot of these things are, the way the model itself is put together doesn't make doing something like this incredibly easy, because there's not, on the old models they would come in parts like your legs, your arms, your torso, your weapons. That's how it, your heads, that's how it came. These newer kits, these push fits, they're different. So like a lot of times, you know, the head is attached to an arm, and so you kind of have to put the whole thing together before you can start taking it apart, just so you have all the parts in the right places and the proportions are right. So it really does kind of makes it harder and harder and harder to do what we're trying to do right now. beard. He's already got a mustache. So that should make that a little easy. Ridiculous little jewel off the front of his face. It's gonna get covered up with the hood anyway. Just don't want it poking through the thing we add onto it. Okay. All right, so first things first, we want to get with you soon about printing it at D&D. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. No. Do not pay Hero Forge all that money. What do you want to be? What are you playing? No. Dude, I have thousands of files, brother. What do you want to be? Hero Forge is when you don't have friends that have a studio to model things in. Dwarf Cleric. Oh, so and he's Bard. It's easy. We just put like a instrument on him. We just get a cleric and put an instrument on him. I'm pretty sure I have one of these. Just let me look at my files. We can also mod. We can mod it out. It's not hard, as you can see. Well, I mean, it's not hard for me. I'm sure that this is very difficult for other people. Some people it's not. Some people are even better than I am. Like, there's people out there that really like a joke. Okay, so we'll try to get this down to the right amount of material for his little beard first. A warhammer and a warhorn. Well, I have that. I have the perfect miniature for that, but you can't have it. I actually have that miniature exactly with a warhammer and a warhorn. Citadel makes that figure. Oh shit! Shot off into nowhere. I hate when I do that. No, that's it. Oh, here it is. I found it. I really need about this much material. silicone pieces now. And I still want my exact knives and my nice pokey sticks, but they're definitely a seamless addition. But yeah, let me look through my loot files and see what all I've got. Because I've got tons of dwarves and all that stuff for sure. Smooth it out. It's really too small of a space to get anything so well. Maybe we have too many material. That's the thing when you watch a live show, you are going to get all of this sort of stuff. See, this is what I mean. Like, watch. This is his. This is supposed to attach to all of this. It's all. It's just his hand is detached. And it fits on a little peg. We're gonna take that off. This one I can love with you, honestly. Maybe we just shape this plastic a little bit. Where's my little... This guy. It's like a really stiff bristle brush. There, we'll get any of that stuff out of there. Yeah, man, I'll jump on my loot account, brother, and we'll see what I got. Because I'm almost positive I've got at least one dwarf with a warhammer. And if not, I had got enough of them with axes in their hands so we can turn an axe into a warhammer. I think if we just make, maybe if we just make blue eyes, this plastic can simulate a beard. There we go. That's a little bit more of an old school technique, but it works, right? let's see if we can't get a cloak in there or a hood in there. So the paint isn't like the others. Right? Do they not have paint on theirs at all, or do they have somebody else paint? They're a whole lot easier when you can actually see everything in the model. But, you know, that's okay. Here's how the Saul's correspondent number. Should be like, I know a guy. Like, do you want it painted? Because I know it. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. We need this to be able to come down on one side, be short on the other. Way too much material, because I have a tendency to do that. It's working a lot better than our attempt at a beard. They are doing that in plastics. Well, yeah, I mean, I totally get it. There's lots of people that don't like the paint for whatever reason it is. I mean, there's people who don't like the paint just because they don't want to. They don't want to. I mean, some people can't. They literally just physically can't do it. You know, arthritis, or heck, I know some people that used to be really good painters that they just can't do it anymore because, you know, arthritis, age. I'm worried about my eyes. These days, my eyes are gonna not let me paint anymore. That'll be a sad, sad day. obscuring any of these other details. There you go. Hood and a beard. So a whole lot more like a Dark Angel now. Yeah, there's a reason why there's people out there like me that do painting as a profession as well as a hobby, because there's just, you know, some people just can't do it. Some people have the shakes, you know, like cerebral palsy, give you the shakes. Some people don't even have cerebral palsy, they have the shakes. It just happens. There's lots of great painters out there that paint for money, not just me. Although I'm telling you, you should totally tell her you know. I know a guy. Alright. Yeah, I like that. That looks a whole lot more like a Dark Angel so far. Okay. The next thing to do is going to be to put together a tabernacle. Yeah, you know, if it's for like, especially for like maybe the big bad guy and stuff like that, your big bads, you kind of want them to have, you want them to, man, do you want to just leave that? It's a hard call with it being a Dark Angel. Because he definitely needs a loincloth. The nightly thing, you know. Maybe just end it at I don't know. Let me let this heat harden up just a touch. Let's see. Let's talk about these pieces. Well, we have some time. Let's see if we've got enough. Enough area on this thing to be able to hole in it to put a pin. Because these will hold together a whole lot better if there's a pin. Unfortunately, you don't want to use, like, these have a little bit of a pin on them from the print that they came off of, but that would snap pretty easily. 3D printed stuff isn't nearly as strong as the Games Workshop plastic. Once we be able to do it, once we stay right on track. You can see we got a hole in there. And we just put a hole, we decided we're going to go right here. Just be patient. Make sure you breathe. This stuff will scare you a little bit sometimes because you're drilling a hole in your model that you paid, you know, $30 for. Wait a minute, that's not what we want to grab this guy. Kristen bought some Halloween costumes for me and the kids. It's gonna be epic. We're gonna go as the Scooby-Doo gang. I'm gonna be Fred. She's gonna be Daphne. Cameron will be Velma, and Colin will be Shaggy. And then the younger boys are gonna be Scooby and Scrappy-Doo. which I thought was pretty nice. Okay. Here's this. We need a bit of wire. It's too thin. Where did my good one go? Where am I side? Right side. There you go. I thought I just had it up here. I must be tripping. I put it back up. So we don't need a lot. We just need like something that's going to be sturdy at a small length, and it's going to fit inside the hole. Could have a little bit more than that. That's a little loose, but I don't know that I have. Let's see, that's 16. I really need like 20 gauge. I thought I had some, but I guess I don't. I swear I had some. What the heck I do with it? Oh, there it is. Oh, this is 22 as well. I guess I don't have 20. Okay. We'll use this. We'll use this 22. Give me that. Let's see. Some wire snaps. This is the kill. What the heck I do with my super glue? Stuff out earlier. Oh well, I have another two. That one's almost to the end, wherever it ran off to. This one's fresh. Fresh and clean. For that glue, I lost my wire. Oh, it is. It's right in front of me. Alright, another good reason why I love that gel super glue. It really likes to hold on to things for you. Too long. That's good to know. Maybe about half that size. Just a little tiny bit. get in there. There's one. I'm trying to break that little piece. Oh, I'm at it. There we go. Oh, call broken. Okay. Outside. All the way up there, yelling at each other. I don't know what's going on. Kind of weird. Of course, they got my foolish dog is angry. They're out there and not walking. She's like the gym dog around here. Got off center on this one, which is not great, but should be all right. Sweetly come out here. Well, that's not good. All right. Finally, at the point where we can kind of let him harden up. Let's see how cured we are. Pretty cured. Okay. I better be careful. I'm going to end up gluing my knife down to this thing. sure did pick a hard thing to do here, didn't I? I could have just painted them and been gone. I saw this and felt bad about the unfinished red dragon I have upstairs. It's nice to suck it. Yeah, it's not fun. Everyone's pile of shame is different, and it's all okay. Okay, get down in here. I've got a red dragon, I think, somewhere. Yeah, it's the young red dragon. I don't have a big one yet. All right, now we're getting somewhere. I have, like, if it makes you feel any better, Daniel, I've got like piles of things that need to be painted. Kind of part of the idea of starting this show was to like get to where I was getting stuff painted. It's been pretty helpful, honestly. Oh man, primer's primer. You what are you gonna do with them? Because like that actually makes a way bigger difference than anything else. Is what you're gonna actually do with the things at the end. Get short right there. Tripping on this stuff every time I walk around. Let's start working on smoothing this out. Make it look like something that makes sense. A lot of time in molding, you're spending a lot of time trying to just set it to where it's gonna make some sense. Yeah, if she's gonna put them outside, you definitely want to paint it. You definitely want to put a primer. But you can, like something like that, honestly, don't spend money on high-end paint primers. Do like, I should just go get like some Rust-Oleum or something, and then like don't sweat it. This out, like all this. You don't even need a crease in this thing. You can literally just smooth this guy out. Call really need to get. That should be up. How's it going? Hello, bye-bye. Hello, bye-bye. Yeah, there's something happening. Yeah, it is. Very close. In a very delicate spot right here. This has to, I get it all the way done because this stuff cures over a period of time.
Right,
Yeah, he certainly does think he's the frickin' baby. He's funny as heck. Come on, smooth out, smooth out, smooth out. Well, hello, Silver Scratch. Welcome back. Slowly getting these Dark Angel modifications up to snuff. Smoothing left. If you've ever dealt with mill put, you definitely know how this goes. things in the world. Alright, there we go. Now we got a loincloth, we've got a hood, and we've got some candles on the back. Really obsessing over this hood, but it's super important. Did I blow right in the mic? Sorry. I don't think we're going to see a lot of that stuff back there because it's pretty far back. We should be able to green that out, but I'm going to black that out. Hide it in the shadows. I just want to kind of make sure we get as much of the detail out of here as possible. Keep the details as tight as we can. That'll work. I think I put that right in the bucket. That's funny. Okay. We just need to get rid of this extra material here. Damn, super glue on my fingers again. Candle look great though. Okay. There we go. So that guy's done. This guy's done. Got all the additions done to him. All that is finished up. We can get to painting on that. I think we're painting it tomorrow. I think we're painting, which is awesome. That's what we want. I like it. Alrighty. Well, folks, that's all we got for today. Ran a little long, but that's all right. Hopefully, see you guys tomorrow. Hope hopefully you learned something, or you at least had a good time watching. And yeah, he's gonna look awesome. There we go. Now he definitely looks. Now he's custom. Now he's definitely ours. He's not anybody else's. Because nobody else is gonna have one that looks exactly like this anywhere in the world. Because we sculpted it right here together. And that to me is pretty darn exciting. Of course, now I'm over here obsessing. Alright, that's fine. We're gonna do lots of good work. Lots of good work today. These look fantastic. Like just a little bit of sanding, but I think we're in great shape. Anyway, that's what I got for you folks today. We're gonna talk to you later, and I'm gonna date. I'm supposed to go do for my birthday. We're gonna go to the planetarium, which will be a lot. Anyway, hope you guys have a great day, and we're gonna talk to you later.